Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to see the Arduino board description. Before starting the main content of this video, a small request to you, please subscribe my channel and like these videos and share it with your friends and colleagues. So let's start the main content of this video. Here we can see the Arduino pins are categorized in different categories according to its use. First one is a digital pin, then is analog pins, and then power pins, and then remaining are other pins. Okay, here I have shown you a image having the labels of its components, so you can easily understand which component about which component I am talking. Okay, so let's start with the digital pins. The pin number 0 and 1 are actually used to serial communications. Okay, pin number 0 is used to receive, and pin 1 used to transmit the TTL serial data. Then external interrupts, pin number 2 and 3, these pins can be configured to trigger an interrupt on low values. And then we will see PWM, which is pin number 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11 are the PWM pins, which provides 8-bit PWM output with the analog write function. Okay, these pins provide this 8-bit PWM output with analog write function. And next one is BT reset. Okay, pin number 7, which is a BT Bluetooth reset pin, which is connected with your Bluetooth module. And next one is SPI. It contains pin number 10, 11, 12, 13. These pins supports SPI communication, which although provided by the underlying hardware, okay, is not currently included in the Arduino language. And next one is LED 13. Okay, the LED 13 is connected to digital pin number 13. When the pin is high value, the LED is on, and the pin is low, then the LED will be off. So next is analog pins. The analog input pins support 10-bit analog to digital conversion using the analog read function. Most of the analog input can also be used as digital pins. Okay, so here you can see the analog in pins A0 to A5. These are the analog input pins. And next is power pins. Okay, so Arduino has the multiple power pins, and whose use is different. Okay, so first of all we will see VIN. Okay, the VIN, the input voltage to the Arduino board when it's using an external power source. Here you can see, as opposed to 5 volts from the USB connection or other regulated power source. Next is a 5 volt. Okay, the 5 volt, the regulated power supply used to power the microcontroller and other components on the boards. This can come either from VIN via an onboard regulator, or be supplied by USB or another regulated 5 volt supply. The next one is 3 volt. Okay, 3.3 volt. It pins 3.3 volt supply generated by the onboard FTDI chips. Okay, which is sometimes used to power up the external devices. One more is a ground pin. Okay, and the other pins are the AREF, which is a reference voltage for the analog inputs used with analog reference. Okay, used with analog reference function and sometimes used to set an external reference voltage between 0 to 5 volts as the upper limit for analog input pins. Okay, the next one is reset, and brings this line low to reset the pins. Okay, and the other components are microcontroller. Each board has its own microcontroller. We can assume it is the brain of the board. The microcontroller usually of the Atmel company. Okay, and the information is available on the IC. We can see the which microcontroller we are using. The information is written on this IC. Okay, so you can easily read this information. And next one is ICSP pins. Okay, what is the ICSP pins? Mostly ICSP is an AVR, a tiny programming header for the Arduino consisting of MOSI, MOSO, SCK, reset, VCC and ground pins. So the next one is TX and RX LEDs. Okay, the TX and RX LED on your board, you will find two labels, TX and RX. They appear in two places. Okay, on the Arduino board. First, add the digital pins 0 and 1 to indicate the pins responsible for serial communication. Second, the TX and RX LED. The TX LED flashes with different speed while sending the serial data. The speed of flashing depends on the baud rate used by the boards, and RX flashes during the receiving process. Okay, so that's it from this video, and if you like this video, please click on the like button and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.